อร่อยมาก Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, y'all.
Welcome to another edition of Love Talks with the Garcons. I am Irvin's Garcon, and this is Run DMC.
Walk A G A T G.
What?
Run DMC, but I'm walk ATG. Wait, let's just have it. Let's just have it. Let me have it real quick.
No, not so corny. What up, cuz? Hey, Ed, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Great
Hey
to have
sis.
you.
Hey Terry.
Hey, T Money. Hi, Miranda. Oh,
Oh, they
you.
on
Oh,
vacation
what else? What else
and
is
they
new?
tuning in.
What else is new? Where you guys are at now?
I see you.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at, Miranda? Where are you? Where's Junior? Junior, leave her alone. You do whatever you're gonna do later.
Hey Christine.
Hey, Terry. Christine. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. You could get the hats on gcventures.org. This is the exclusive trucker's hat. And N. Garcon is rocking the bucket. She's also wearing the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just go to our website, gcventures.org, and then you can get you some gear, man, and support us that way. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Hey Monique.
Hi, Mo. Ooh, I love it, man.
Y'all stay, just like Tara said, y'all stay on vacation, Miranda.
No, but I love it though. I love the fact that people are on vacation, but they're still tuning in to our lives. Does that mean when we go on vacation, if it's a Wednesday, we have to come online?
We ain't this dedicated show. Not joking.
Wow.
That's a beautiful thing. Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate
guys.
that. I don't know what what Miranda and Junior consider to be a vacation, because if you're always away, is it really a vacation? But anyway,
it's just another day.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys for joining. Please, as you're coming in, go ahead and do share the live with someone. How are we coming across? How are we sounding? We sound good?
I'm sure we do. They would have said something.
Okay, good. What's going on Instagram? I have my phone today. I want to make sure I would never leave Instagram out. As you guys are coming in, please do share the video, as I said before. Just give me about 30 seconds. Let me just share a little bit more, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Even if all 8 of y'all just share with one person, we'll get 16 up
I'm
on
telling
here.
you.
So
share with at least
five
people. That's the goal. Send it to your group chat. Send it to your cousin. Send it to your auntie. We have a good one for you guys tonight, man.
This one is called Rapid Fire. We
have some rapid fire questions for you guys tonight. Definitely go ahead and do that. But as you guys are here, before we forget, there's some housekeeping rules. Those who are joining us from YouTube, if you haven't subscribed yet,
what are you waiting for?
Shame on you. Shame on you. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are on Facebook or any other platform, please go ahead and sign up and follow us on all of our platforms. We are on all of them. So just go ahead and do what we're going to do. At the end, please make sure you stay for the entire live, because at the end we have a very, very special announcement for a really dope endeavor that we're about to undertake. So make sure you stay all the way to the end to be informed, to get that information. All right. How you doing, Ann?
I'm good. I'm good.
You guys know we are always transparent with you guys. Last week we were tired. We were tired. We were ready.
Only last week.
Oh man. Every Wednesday, guys, we appreciate you guys so much. Like the feedback we get about these lives, that's what really keep us going, because we be tired. But you guys energize us, so we come on here for you. We appreciate you, and we love you guys so much. Sis was just napping on this couch about 10 minutes ago.
And I don't do that. I don't do naps.
She don't typically nap, but we appreciate you.
So that
guys.
means I was tired. But yeah, I'm good. We're good. How you doing, baby?
I am good as well.
Yeah.
This is technically my last week of work, and I'm super excited about it.
Woo-hoo.
Man, when you work in education, it just be like that. Sorry.
It bees like that.
It be like that. And so, yeah, this is my last week of work. Oh, Lord. I say so because I'm working next week. However, we are not. It's like so many holidays. We have 3 holidays, 1 PD day. So this is really our last week of work with these children. Forgive us, guys. I don't know with this camera. I have to figure out something with this camera. It always does that. It goes in and out. But here we are. Anyway, we'll get into this topic for tonight. Tonight live is called Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire. We have some controversial questions about relationships that we want to ask, that we're going to try to answer, that we are looking for you guys to answer as well in the comment
Remember,
section.
you guys are the third host.
You guys are the third host,
we
as we always
love to
say.
hear your comments.
Yeah.
And I feel like you all learn from each other.
That's
so
right,
when you
that's
are
right,
not
that's right.
shy and you share, sharing is caring.
Yeah. So we're going to jump right into it.
Right into it.
I'm actually excited
Finally.
about this live. I'm excited about this live. So here we go. We actually went ahead, just so we the questions are randomized. We actually went ahead and created this thing called a wheel of it's all there she goes already.
I'm sorry.
There she goes. We're not doing this tonight, and we're not doing this.
We're
We're not doing this with you tonight, Ann.
That's number one, and that's the last
Okay.
one. One and done.
Yeah, we gotta figure this camera out.
We we actually put the questions on a wheel.
Spinning wheel.
Okay, wheel of names. So it'll be randomized. We'll choose the question, and then we will answer it.
And we want you guys to join us also. All right. So make sure you share your thoughts and your opinions in the comment box. And here we go. Without further ado, what's it called?
What?
I'm bugging. Rapid fire questions. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Let's spin this wheel and see what we get. All right. Is it acceptable to pressure your partner into sexual activities they are uncomfortable with? Is it acceptable to pressure your partner into sexual activities they are uncomfortable with?
Well, I want to say, first of all, if you ain't married, there should be no sexual activities.
Here comes Jesus' cousins and the rules.
If you are not married, there should not be any sexual activity.
No hanky-panky?
No hanky-panky.
What about the tip? Just the tip?
Don't be like us.
Just the tip.
But
Speak for yourself, woman of God.
As far as I feel like no, and I feel like before you even get married, you should have those conversations about what sexual activities you're comfortable with, so that when you do get to that place, it's not like a surprise to you. I think we had this conversation before, right? Like if there's certain things that you're just not, like they're non-negotiables. Like I will never do this. This is something I'm bringing up in conversations when we're talking about sex, right?
Okay.
So no, it's not acceptable to pressure anyone. That's when you pressure someone into sexual activities. Isn't there a term for that? Isn't it like called rape? Right?
Yeah.
Right. And so like, no, you cannot pressure anyone, but can you bring it to the table? Of course.
How do we define pressure in the context of a marriage or relationship when it comes to sex and what people want to do?
So let's say you want to do something that I don't want to do, and then you get angry at me every single time you try, and I say no, and then you hold a grudge. I think that's pressuring me. Because then I feel bad. I'm like, okay, maybe I have to try it just one time for him. And so I would probably give in. But that's peer pressure. That's marriage pressure. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do y'all think?
Yeah, guys, please make sure you comment. The first question is, should you pressure, right?
Is it acceptable?
Is it acceptable to pressure someone into your partner into sexual activities that they are not comfortable with? I think for me, I think we had this conversation. I think this is where being so promiscuous in your past relationships, that's when it could add added pressure in your current relationship. Let's say, for example, you're used to be with these thotties, these people who are out there willing to do everything and anything. But now the person that you settled with, the person that you married, she's not about that life or he's not about that life, how do you handle those situations, right? Let's say, for example, certain positions that you were able to do, the person cannot do it, they're not comfortable to do it. Certain holes that you used to penetrate, let's keep it let's keep it gully. Certain holes you should penetrate, the person is not comfortable with. That is why I think God designed marriage and love the way that He designed it. It's supposed to be one person, one husband. I mean, one husband and one wife. I think His wisdom was to avoid these comparables, right? And oftentimes the issues in marriage, especially in the areas of sex, a lot of it has to do with the comparables. You've had so many different partners, and now your partner is not about that life, and then now you have a lot of different things. For instance, even pornography. People who watch porn. We know porn is a lot of acting. There's a lot of things that's happening, and you try to recreate some of those things. And what they are doing, you want to do it in your own relationship, and that's when the problems start to take place. So no, you shouldn't pressure your partner into doing certain things. But definitely, there's gonna be a conversation about what your preferences are. But there's some things that are off limits, right? There's certain things that are off limit. Uh, Ladies, please don't be with no men that ask you to penetrate their butts with any kind of thing, toys, fingers, whatever. Why you make your face like that? We just keeping it real, right?
Yeah, but like, has anyone ever asked you guys that?
Care to share? Has your your male significant say, "Hey, put your finger in my butt"? Imagine that.
Guys, that actually happens. It actually happens.
What do you guys think, though? Should you be with someone? I think tonight we should have allowed people to come on the live, but it's too late now.
Is it too late? Can you just put the link in the
I
thing?
think I can.
I mean, it's rapid fire. Let's try.
I think I can. I think there's a way. I have to figure it out, but I think there's a way I can still share the link and get you guys get people on if you want to come on and okay. If you guys want to come on and talk, I think there's a way we could do it. You just have to join the backstage studio, and I think that's how it will work. All right.
So we'll put the link in the comments if anyone is
Brave enough,
so daring to join us on this stage today. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So that's a link to the StreamYard. It'll put you in backstage, and we'll see you.
Can you get?
And then we'll be able to bring you on.
IG up on here.
IG, I think so. I just Jane said I just joined, and the first thing I heard was "Put your finger in my butt." Ah! So Jane, the first question we're doing rapid fire tonight, and the first question was: should you pressure? Is it acceptable to pressure your partner into doing something sexually they might not be comfortable with? Right. So, and then we were talking about putting fingers in your butt. That's when you came in. All right. So, guys, if you want to join the whatchamacallit, if you want to join the live, you're brave enough, you want to do that. We are sharing the link. I already shared it on. Go to the YouTube. My IG people, if you really want to join us, it's hard to put it on IG. Just go to the YouTube page. We are simulcasting on YouTube. And you'll be able to join the studio, and we'll gladly have you.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Not me and Junior actively discussing while listening. So, Miranda, Junior wants you to put your finger in his butt?
Right! Hey, Junior.
Let us know. Let us know. All right.
Yes.
Next question. Here we go. And if the question if you gravitate to is a question, feel free to join the live. The link is there for you. Okay. Rapid fire question number 2. What will it be? What will it be?
Is it better to be single or in a relationship?
Is it better to be single or in a relationship?
Yeah, let's keep it gully out
Is
here.
it better to be single or
let's
in a
keep
relationship?
it real out here.
Oh man. At what cost? Go ahead, boo.
There are some pros and cons to each. Okay. I think it depends on where you are in life.
Okay.
Which would determine whether it's a pro or a con. You know what I'm saying? Being single, there's so many benefits to you just being responsible just for yourself. Like, you don't have to really answer to anyone. You don't have to wait for anyone. You are your own person. When you are in a relationship, you have to consider someone else's views, someone else's thoughts, someone else's values. You have to
follow a schedule,
report to somebody. Right? Yeah, you have to answer to someone. Whereas, can you take it off for the question about me? Whereas you, where when you're single, like you're your own boss. You know. Now, that's why when I said depending on where you are in life, because there are certain people who may feel like, okay, they've reached a certain age, and they're like, okay, well, I have no more business being single. So in that regard, depending on like how, if it's affecting you, like I guess emotionally, I guess it's not so great to be single. But I do know that once you're in a relationship, there are challenges that come with being with a whole different person, with a whole different identity, with a whole different background, with a whole different that came from a whole different culture, norms and the way they were raised. Like, there's so much work that has to go into being able to coexist. So that's my take.
So the question being asked is it better to be single or be in a relationship? I think a lot of it has to do with also preparation, how ready you are for it too. I think that plays a very big role. And also, I want to say this: at what cost? I think I mentioned that earlier. At what cost do you want to be in a relationship? Is it to your own detriment? Because not every relationship is necessarily healthy. So are you gonna be? Are you gonna? Okay, I don't want to be single, so I'm gonna stay with this person, versus knowing that it's not a healthy situation, right? So I think that's very important for us to really consider when we are addressing that question.
Someone said, depending on the individual, single is better.
Okay.
There's some people who just don't do relationships well.
Right.
And I think once you know that you're not a relationship person, you need to stay out of it. Or get the help to become better at it.
Yeah.
Because certain people are just not good people, and they get into relationships and they hurt people over and over and over again. If you know you are the problem, you need to go and fix that. You know what I'm saying? Not keep breaking hearts. Like, and I think people know it. Like, if you're not, and but then if you don't know and you keep hearing that you are, chances are that you are, right? If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, chances are that it is a duck. I thought you was gonna say chicken.
I know. Monique said that love is patient, not pressuring. So I'm gonna assume that Mo was referring to the first topic, and also this one, right? The first one we're talking about, should you pressure somebody into doing something they're not comfortable with, and also it's applicable to this one too. So yeah, guys, thank you for sharing. Again, rapid fire. We are going to move to
y'all chicken. Ain't nobody coming on. Okay. It's not love if you pressure someone. You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
That's true. All right. Next question is, here we go. All right. Share screen. Let's go back to the wheel. Next question.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Okay, forgiveness. Let's see. Should you forgive a partner who has betrayed you, or is it better to move on? Well, I'm always going to come from the Christian hat, from the Jesus hat, from the Bible hat.
There you go.
Should you forgive, or should you forgive? Or should you move on?
Right.
I also think it depends on what the damage was. But But as we all know, right, the Bible does say to forgive, right? We have to forgive. Like we place some people in our lives on pedestals that when they fall, we're at like, it's like we're at a loss for words. Like we don't understand what happened. Like, how could they? You never really loved me. Like all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people are gonna people, whether they're good or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could say the best person in the world is like, you know what I'm saying? Is like you could think that there's a person that's like the best person in the world. That person is gonna fall. That person is gonna make a mistake. And so I feel like when we leave room for error in our relationships, then we're not as disappointed when something happens. Okay. So I would say, depending on the gravity of the offense, you should try to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Forgive. So but if it's something that just I cannot get past because the pain is just too unbearable, move on.
So somebody said on Instagram, Anderson said, depend on what God has impressed on your heart. And Kaboom, what's good, Kaboom? Kaboom said, you should move on, but the love may not be the same. I think he meant to say stay together. When say move on together. I think that's what he's trying to refer to.
That's a good point, though, because you may forgive in your heart, right? And pray that, okay, let me try to get over it. But like there's something in you. Mm-hmm. You can forgive what you can't forget.
Right.
And so there are times where that memory is going to flash up in your mind, even though you don't want it to. And it's going to make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know?
Ed and I, we actually have had this conversation, especially in the area. I think it was specifically like infidelity. Mm-hmm. I think we talk about this. It's like, if I mess up or if she mess up, will she forgive me? Will I forgive her, or will she forgive me?
Tell her what you told her.
I told her I don't know. I don't know until you're actually in that situation. Sister's over here on her Jesus juice. Yeah. 70 times 7.
I did not say that though, bro.
Cast it
I did not
into the sea of forgetfulness.
I did not say that. Right? I'm just quicker. I would be quicker to forgive than he would. When I say forgive, it's not necessarily that I would forget what happened, but I'm willing to work through it, see where your mind was at, go kind of go through counseling. Like, let's have conversations about where did this stem from? Like, where was I lacking? Or what hole did I create for you to think that, okay, you needed to fill it somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I mean. But talking about, you would just boogie on me, bro.
I said, I don't know. I say I don't know.
I don't know, right? Like I really don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about you just saying you don't know, because you don't know is telling me that you really think that you would just leave. Like
I said that. I said I don't know.
But you can't just straight out tell me, babe, I would try to save this thing.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, but you know what it is? It's like, I think you mentioned it, and you made a great point. It's like, will I be able to get over it, or will I be replaying in my mind over and over again every single day, every single time? So it's kind of hard to gauge. I don't think anybody know what they actually do, whether stay or leave, until you're actually in that situation, because there's different context. God forbid. There's context, I think, that goes along. I get where you're coming from, because when you think about the amount of time that you invested in a relationship, right? That's something to really consider. I don't want to say kids, but that plays a very big part in it too. But if you're staying just because of the kids and not because you really want to stay, you want to try and make things work and get better, the kids are going to be miserable, right? So that's going to be a tough call. And I'm hoping, we're able to forgive and move on. But that remains to be seen.
But what would you guys do? Like,
mostly neither. I'm not sure which one she's referring to.
She would neither forgive or move on. She's like, I'm indifferent. Listen.
Again, guys, I posted a link. If you scroll up on the StreamYard, you're gonna see a link. If you want to come on the studio, feel free to come on the studio. It's okay if you have a bonnet on. Don't worry about it. All right. Rapid fire. Next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not done with that question.
But keep going.
I'm not done with this question, but let's go. Because I got an attitude now.
Oh Lord, here we go. What else is new? Rapid fire. Next
That's
question.
not it,
Oops.
babe.
All right. Wait, what am I
Share
sharing?
this tab instead. Just do it.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Next one. Is there usually like sound with this thing?
Mm. Should you disclose your mental health issues to a partner early on in your relationship? You go first.
Why me?
Should you disclose your mental health issues to your partner early on in the relationship? This is men's mental health month.
It's for men? Seriously?
Yeah, June is men's mental health.
Oh.
What's going on? Mental health awareness month. Should you disclose your mental health issues to a partner? What do you think, babe?
Maybe not.
When they say
not
early,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That word early, we gotta kind of
Yeah.
figure out what early is.
I think it depends on a couple of things. Depend on the diagnosis. It depends on. Yeah, I think it's going to start depend on the diagnosis. If you're a schizo, I think the person has every right to know you're a schizo. All right. Wow, that's a tough one.
I would say, like in conversation, like I feel like when you are in a relationship with someone, you have to constantly be talking. Like there should never be a point in your relationship, especially in the early stages, where you're just on the phone breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you used to do the lovey-dovey thing, like you're just watching TV together, you're scrolling together. But like, no, like you need to be talking. You have to talk. You have to ask questions. You have to gather data, right? As you are dating, because you want to know about who you want to know. You want to know. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in conversation, as you're just talking about certain things, I feel like that topic would.
By the way, I'm crazy. By the way, I spaz out from time to time. God is working on me. Man.
No, but like, like in conversation, be like, yeah, I've dealt, like maybe you're talking about a time that you guys, what's your most fun time or whatever. And then, but, there was a time that I had, I went through a little episode of just anxiety.
I was in the hospital. I was in the G building.
No, that mental health is not always crazy, babe.
So let's see what the people are saying.
Right? It's just like, there was a time where I dealt with some anxiety one time. I had to take a test and I didn't know how to, control my emotions.
Jane said on Instagram, hell yeah, I need to know you're crazy in advance.
Oh my God. And it's not crazy. Junior and I say, heck yeah, it's fair to let the person know what they may encounter with you and let them decide if it is something they want to be a part of, respectfully.
Now, what if the person have a history of being dumped because people find out they're a little cuckoo?
Right. And it's not cuckoo, babe. Stop saying cuckoo, because not all mental health is crazy. Okay. Or, like anxiety or even, depression or...
Yeah, like how Stephanie said. She said...
By the way...
Stephanie on Facebook say, by the way, I like
but like, how are you, like, really, how are you sharing it? Like, we could really be having an intense conversation. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, we have the intense conversation while you're doing it. I'm like,
based
we're not making fun of mental health, guys,
no.
But you have to make light of something, some things. Anderson, Diary of a Dude on Instagram says, it's better for your partner to discover you're secretly crazy. You add some spice to the relationship.
What are you saying in it?
And Kaboom said, yeah, you should. They're going to find out anyway.
But how early, right? How early are you saying this? I think I say 6 months.
Okay. Oh, okay. Are we talking about quirks, personality disorders, or actual diagnosis and classifications? Right?
I
Because
think even without a diagnosis, you know if you're suffering from mental health issues. So
okay.
like I don't think you need to wait until the doctors didn't say it, so I'm not gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have issues with panic attacks. If you have issues with anxiety. If you have issues with
Okay.
bipolar. Like where you're just
So these
your
are like
mood
more
swings
like the
and
mood
stuff.
disorders.
Yeah.
Right.
Any kind of
What about things that are more on the psychosis side of things? They need love too, but like we're talking about bipolar disorder or schizophrenia or all the other things. I mean, they need love too. I cannot imagine how hard it is to be with someone with mental health. Actually, I can.
What are you saying? What?
It could be a little crazy sometimes. Shirley said earlier than 6 months.
Earlier than 6 months?
6 months is way too long for someone to know that you have a mental health.
So time out. By 6 months, you think we're serious and getting ready to get married?
By 6 months, you should be. That's a relationship. That's no longer talking, bro. How long we took us before
what's the relationship timeline? What does a relationship timeline look like? Is it because there's some relationships in 3 months they're ready to get married.
That's crazy.
In 3 months they're still figuring things out.
That's thirsty. Guys, don't forget, as you're coming in, we are doing rapid fire questions. Feel free to share the live with somebody because these are some really cool questions. We had a few already. So please make sure that you go ahead and share the live with at least 5 people so we can make sure we do it. If the whole my man said, if the
means you're not connected, okay?
If the Holy Spirit doesn't reveal this to you, then why should I?
Listen, go stay in prayer. If you're not in prayer and the Holy Spirit don't let you know,
right?
I ain't telling you.
And Jane said on Instagram, I think that the person that is suffering from mental issues needs to make sure they're able to tackle their illness prior to getting to an intervention.
I love that. I love that.
And I completely agree with that.
Don't come in still trying to figure out what you're going to do about your mental health, right? But like, I would like to have a conversation about your appointments. Like,
your appointments.
what was the recommendation from your doctor? You know what I'm saying? Because that shows someone who is working on themselves.
Yeah.
If you come in and you say, I never talked to my doctor about it, I'm gonna say, okay, go talk to them.
This one is getting a lot. This question is getting a lot of response.
Yeah,
guys, again, if you want to join the live, you are able to join the live. There is a link that was posted.
People in their beds, they're under the covers. They like listen.
Next time we'll announce ahead of time that's going to be an open studio for people to join in. So this question get a lot of comments. Saf Love Miage on IG said early is good to me. They can support you how you need and give them a chance to see if they want to deal with it. Okay. Shirley said,
and that's the thing that I love that she said that, because I think we had a question one time where it was like, how can your partner support you in your mental health? Like, that's if they even know how, you know? So I appreciate that response, because she says to let, and it gives them a chance to make a decision. Like, okay, is this something that I can handle or not? You know?
All right, we're going to go to the next question. I like this one. This question got a lot of feedback, so that's what's up. So let's stay tuned for the next one. Next question is...
That was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think we should do that. We can unpack that even more. Next question is... Is it okay to stay in a relationship if you're no longer in love with your partner? Is it okay to stay in a relationship if you're no longer in love with your partner? We hear about all these loveless marriages. They do exist. So is it okay?
I don't think it's ever okay to do things just because. I think that if there's a reasoning behind something, then okay, like you can justify it, right? But when people just start doing things just because, that's a problem. Is it okay to stay in a relationship if you're no longer in love with your partner? Now, if you're not married, the rules for dating are completely different from the rules for marriage.
Mm.
If you're in a marriage and you're no longer in love, I say do the work to fall back in love.
I like that. I like that. That whole notion of why are we not in love anymore?
Yeah.
Um, what causes people to fall out of love?
Infidelity.
Right. I think that's a question in itself.
Personality disorders.
All the things you just mentioned, right?
Right.
So Anderson said, if you're with me, once you're with me, you're stuck with me.
Sorry, Emma.
Once you're with me, you're stuck with me. Jane said, yes, it's okay. This generation is so quick to leave. Okay. How many of our parents stay in love for X amount of years? Now I'm talking about a marriage, not a regular situation.
And I love that you brought that up, Jane. How many of our parents stay in love? Not necessarily in love. They stay in marriage. You can stay in marriage and not really be in love.
That's a
and I know so many marriages, even today, that are still in marriage but are out of love.
Wow, that's deep.
And that goes to show that longevity is not necessarily happiness, right?
Anderson is some stalker thing tonight.
That goes to show that longevity is not necessarily happiness. We know, like, especially, like, even with our parents, like the Haitian, older Haitian couples, not necessarily Haitian, just older, cultured couples that will stick it out.
Yeah.
Just because it's convenient.
Yeah. Every year they get shouted out in church. Yeah, 35 years. Yeah, 40 years.
But they don't even sleep in the same bed.
Right. And how many of those years were actually happy?
How many of those years were happy years? So, like, people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're staying in love. I mean, they're staying in relationship, even though they're out of love.
Mm-hmm.
But is that okay? Like, how do you want to live your life? Is that what you want for the rest of your life?
I don't think it's okay to just stay. I think it's okay for you to do the work. You have to put in the work that is required to fall back in love again, or to rediscover each other, right? I think that's why it's so important that people are putting in the work. Because marriage, that's what marriage is, guys. Marriage is work. Shirley said to go to therapy, seek help. It requires work to find a love again. I'd say with the intent to find love again in my marriage. That's from South Love. Yo, Facebook, you guys got quiet on us. IG's just going in.
YouTube got quiet too.
Yeah, Anderson is on some stalker stuff. Once you're with me, you're stuck with me. Even if you move on, I'm still gonna be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emma. No.
I hope Emma's watching. That's some stalker stuff right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You tough it out, but you put in the work that is required.
Work. Like, there's so many ways to fall back in love. Yeah. That's the next topic.
Ways to fall back in love.
Ways to fall back in love. Yeah, we definitely have to do it. There are ways to fall back in love. And if you really want to, like, guys, if you really are committed to making something work, there's no way it can't work. Hands down. Huh? If two people are committed to making something work, there is no way it cannot work.
That's actually one of the questions that I ask when we ask, when Ann and I, or if I'm doing it individually or she's doing it individually, doing counseling or any kind of therapeutic session with couples. That's the question we ask. Are you both committed? Like, I can't waste time if only one person wants to put in the work and the other person is being dragged.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've had such sessions where the person they still come anyway, because if you come and pause, if you come, oh my God, if you come, why keep saying that over and over again?
Stop it.
That shows a willingness, right? But nonetheless, it's going to require a commitment from both people.
I just smelled your dinner.
What's up, Nat? Natalie says on Belfum 82, sometimes life gets in the way, but we have to do the work. Continue to date, communicate, therapy, etc. Only if both party agrees. If both party agrees, that's super important.
That part, if both party agrees,
super important.
Continue to do the work.
Thanks for sharing that.
Marriage is work. Relationships are work.
Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for joining tonight, guys. Share this live, man. Hold on, share the live. Share this live. These questions are so thought provoking. We want to make sure people are joining and getting this information. Go ahead, boo.
Do the work. What happens after work? You get what?
Tired.
Babe, not tired.
That's what happened to me. After work, I'm tired. I'm ready to take a nap.
What do you get? What do you get because
A
of
paycheck.
work? Yeah, you get paid.
A reward.
There are rewards
Yeah,
to
man.
work. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid.
That's true.
If
That's
you
good.
don't do the work, you don't get paid. You don't reap the benefits. So
I like it. I like that, man. All right, y'all. We're gonna go to the next one real quick.
it's a tired.
Rapid fire. Here we go. Here we go. What we got?
Rapid fire.
All right. What we got?
Is what appropriate?
Is it appropriate to go through your partner's belongings without their permission? Is it appropriate to go through your partner's belongings without their permission? That's our next rapid fire question.
Without their permission is the part that is shady, is trifling. Like, why do you feel the need to do it without them knowing? Because then it's like sneaky, you know? There's some issues with trust if you have to do this without their permission.
But what is the
So
belongings?
that's the bigger.
I think what's a belonging also. I was talking about like cell phone. That's what I'm thinking about.
Go to their
Somebody's
cell phone.
Yeah.
Or go to their pockets.
Pockets. Who does that?
Go to their backpack. Go through their wallet. I mean, who takes phone numbers anymore with a pencil and a paper, right? Go through
their drawers, and if they have an office. Yeah, if they have the office, going through shuffling through all their stuff in their office.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, why do you? I think you mentioned that. Why do you feel the need to do all of that? That's kind of like other person give you cause or reasons to do that. Then we have a bigger issue at hand. We have some trust issues.
And then the thing is, do you want to know? Do you want to find something? Or would you rather not know? Because sometimes oblivion is bliss, right? Because ignorance is bliss. Because if you do find out, then now you have to deal with what it is that you found. Whereas if you don't, then you can continue being a sneaky.
So you'd rather just be ignorant?
I don't know. I think are there some things left unknown? Are there some things that are better left unknown? You know, like
ignorance being bliss.
What do y'all think? Because
we got some comments on IG.
IG is hot tonight. Let's go.
Tonight.
What's going on, YouTube and Facebook?
So Jane said, only in his pockets when I'm doing laundry, because if I find money, it's mine.
Let's go.
Anderson says, depends. What are these things? Like my clothes, I guess, or my phone? Also still sure. Safalov says, never. You might mess around. What you were talking about. You might mess around and find out. Seriously, if I can't trust you, there is no relationship.
Right. But okay, now this is the thing. Because I've been really dealing, or kind of really studying this word trust. Right? And how can you really fully trust a person? Can you really fully trust a person? I don't care who that person is. Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your fiance, your mom, your dad, your kids. Like, can you really fully trust someone?
I think you can, but I think the but is don't put nobody in no pedestal. I think that's when you're left disappointed. I think everybody is not inclined. We are not programmed either. We are bound to make mistakes. Does that make sense? So, but that's the same thing as trust.
That, like, now it's like, kind of, let's define what trust is, right?
Me, yeah.
Like, Only because like I'm learning
Yeah.
to make room for error. That's what, not giving you a pass. Like I'm not giving you a pass to go out and be a sneaky link, but I am learning to make room for error because I don't want to be so disappointed if something happens.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Human are gonna human.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are gonna people, humans are gonna human. And if we ever put people at this place of untouchable, like if they're untouchable, right? They're unfallable, unfallible, infallible, or they're, you know what I'm saying? Like it's only gonna set us up for failure and what's that bad word? And disappointment.
Yeah.
Junior says, if you have nothing to hide, it isn't a problem. Barbie Cam, Camille, hey sis.
Hey sis, how are you?
My sister-in-law, she says, I just be searching for change. That's it. Right.
On IG, we got some comments on IG as well. Kaboom say yes, I want to know so I can consciously make a decision.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Natalie say, okay.
Natalie said nothing stays in the dark too long. But I'm not searching. I'm not searching, but just know nothing stays in the dark too long.
Oh, that's good. Especially if you're a praying woman. If you're a praying husband.
That sounded scary though.
Listen, and I even tell my kids, I say, listen, y'all can do whatever y'all want, but you know God will tell me, right? Because I talk to him all the time. Nothing stays in the dark too long, but I won't go searching. I love that, Nat. I love that.
Shirley made a really good comment to what you were saying. She said, "It's a must. Always expect the unexpected." I think it's a weird thing. It's not like you're giving a pass, like you said before, but I think it kind of like soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody should just be naive, head in the clouds.
Head in the clouds. That's always.
Crazy.
Oh, my man, he never gonna cheat on me. My man never gonna talk to no girl. He's never gonna look at this. No.
I don't look at booties. When booty walk by me, I look up to the hills.
You tell me to look at it with you, bro. Don't play.
You be telling me to look at booties. We be driving, We be driving somewhere.
Because I know you want to look. So I'm like, babe, okay, go ahead. Look, why she look like that?
And like the thing, like, well, I'm driving, and she'll be, babe, did you see this? You look. She be.
No, some of these BBLs be way too noticeable.
BBL Drizzy.
And I know, like we were on the Burlington. We were on the Burlington line, and there was this lady that had this crazy BBL. I was like,
that was not even cute.
Hey, what is that? Like, we're gonna have a conversation about it.
My answer was like, "What are you talking about? I see nothing. I see nothing."
Junior has a question. He says, once you marry a person, you've given them the ability to act on your behalf. Should you be in the hospital in a life or death situation? So what's more than that? That's true. Like you give them the decision to they have the authority to make that decision for you. So that's like the highest level of trust.
No, but if you feel like the need to have to go through this and just keep searching their stuff, first of all, ask yourself, is that even healthy?
That's a conversation y'all need to have.
That person might be giving you a reason. We're staying on this too long. Right?
What's the root of it all?
What's the root of it all?
People are still talking. Yeah. What's the root of it all?
Jane said, define mistakes. Did he or she accidentally text their sneaker link?
They accidentally fell in a different hole.
I don't know what's going on with Innocent tonight. Say, what if the Holy Spirit says, seek and you shall find? Y'all know the verse. South says, not looking for perfection, but I want to know that you're genuine with me. I want to trust that you make a mistake, you'll do better. No, but guys, if you feel like you have to start looking at those searching, there's something wrong. There's maybe a gut feeling. The person's giving you a reason to feel that way. That's when the conversation.
It's time to book us for counseling.
You need to start having
Plug.
Word. There's something happening. It's not happening. Share the live, y'all. We have a few more. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them. This is really good though. We might. Let's go. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Bro, the night is young.
The night is young, right? All right, guys. Share. We have a few more we want to go through, and we're gonna take it from there. Let's see. Okay.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Oh, I can't
Let
hit
me,
that.
let me do it.
Go ahead.
Let me do it.
Next one. Ready?
Go. Rapid fire.
So I could do that too.
Should you prioritize your relationship or your career? Easy.
Should you prioritize your career or your relationship? That's the next question.
I say your relationship. Listen, my boys can't give me what my boo can give me. I
Sound like a bird, bro. Should you prioritize your relationship or your career? I would say don't get into a relationship if you're going to prioritize your career. Finish that up and then get into a relationship. And
what are you saying?
No, what I'm
Say
saying
that
is
again?
maybe focus on your career before you get with somebody. Because if you know that's going to be your priority, that's what you're going to focus on. Sometimes it might not be unless you have someone who's doing their own thing too.
I actually know someone who's trying not to get into a committed relationship because he's focusing on his career.
Yeah.
Although he really does like the girl and they make a really good match, he's just so focused on his career right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to bring anyone into the picture because he wants to do things his way. That's his correct words, exact words.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I say relationship over career. You may say career over relationship. But if you're making like
I would say
like boku money and your relationship is trash.
Now let me ask you a question. What if you were in a relationship before you start to pursue that career?
What were you in? What if you
were in a relationship, like a really nice, great committed relationship, before you start to pursue your career, but this career that you're trying to do is going to take a lot more of your time, and now you feel like your partner is not feeling prioritized. I think it needs to be somebody that's really understanding.
If you're in a great relationship, this person should be able to understand that this is a very important thing for you, and they support you, like you said. Prioritize your relationship, but don't let your partner or spouse stop you from pursuing your career. Stephanie said, I like that. If you have an understanding partner, if you have a needy partner, a partner who is, there are some partners, believe it or not, who don't want you to level up, who don't want you to progress because they want you to just be where they are. Some partners are jealous of their counterparts. Like you didn't say.
I want you to make all the months I can stay home. It's crazy.
So it's crazy. Like prioritize your relationship, but don't let your partner or your spouse stop you from pursuing your career. Really good.
It depends on the stage of the relationship and whether it's healthy or not.
If it's not a healthy relationship, the career is going to it's going to dismantle it even more. But if your relationship is healthy, both parties should be able to understand. Listen, this is for us. Yeah. I'm doing this for us, for a better future for us. So,
but there are some situations where people have to break up because, depending on the person's level of neediness, for lack of better terms, and I don't mean neediness in a negative way, right? Let's say the partner really want quality time.
You want to put your arm around me?
Yeah. Then I realize I might be sweating. Come on, baby. Come on, boo. Come, boo.
Is he pressuring me to do something I don't want to do now?
Oh my God. Yeah, I think it depends because there's some relationship, like I was saying before, the person level of quality time request might be a hindrance to that person's pursuit. It might be pressure on that person because the person, depending on how intense that career pursuit is, especially when you're thinking in terms of education, academics, it gets really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Building a business, you probably could do that together. Right? There's a lot of things that you probably could do together. For example, Ann's ministry, singing ministry, I'm very involved. So I am doing a lot of the booking. Well, no, the management team does a lot of the booking. I stopped doing that. And also,
you're still heavily involved.
Yeah, I'm the general manager, but we get a booking person to handle some of those things. Right. And so I go with her when I can to some of the events, most of the events, all of the events, right? And so
the only thing you don't do is sing,
right? I sing too. I've been singing tenor with you. What's that supposed to mean?
No,
I don't be good.
I mean, when I said that, the only thing you don't do is say you just don't do what I do, because that's all I do. I just show up and I sing.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it all depends. It's situational. All right. Next one. Next one. Are we ready? We have more comments coming in. You can tell.
No.
Okay. Next one. But not least a conversation to be had with your partner. I think everything boils down to conversation and communication. And that's the last question.
Oh, we didn't read this one. While you putting up the next one,
Right.
Camilla's like, if you go through a man's things and you find something, they will flip it on you and say they don't trust you for going through their personal belongings and make you feel guilty.
That's crazy. That's very.
But then I found something. Then you putting it on me.
That's very manipulative.
You shouldn't win it. You wouldn't have found it.
Good. The jingle.
Oh, rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Question.
Ooh. Is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time?
Are you a polygamist?
Is it possible to be in love with two people? I'm not going to respond to this because then he's going to think that I was in love with somebody else while I was in love with him.
What?
Is it First of all, if you're in love with two people at the same time, you were sneaky Lincoln. You were sneaky Lincoln, because how do you fall in love with two people at the same time? Maybe, you're in love with, you were with your ex. You broke up with your ex and now you're with somebody else and you still love your ex and you love your new person. Okay. Yes, possible. But if these are two new people and you in love with both of them, somebody was sneaky Lincoln.
They're an equal opportunity type of person. Guys should spread the love. Spread love is a Brooklyn way.
Is it possible?
I live in Queens. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if
have you ever been in love with somebody else while you were in love with me?
Jesus. It's only one. Does Jesus.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Somebody said in love with two people? That is too much energy.
Kaboom say yes.
It's way too much for me to be in love with just one person.
Kaboom say yes, it is. I would love to hear more why you think it's possible. On Instagram. That's a lot of energy for real. I don't know.
To be in love with two people, like now the scenario that I shared, yes, it's possible. You aren't over your ex. You had some really wonderful years together. You guys are no longer together for whatever reason. You get with a new person, and this new person is really amazing, right? You love that person, but you still are in love with your ex. So yes, in that regard, it is possible to be in love with two people.
I think there's a context where I could see it happening. Let's say, for example, you are in the dating game, the dating scene. It's possible as you're meeting different people, as you're courting, not courting. I wouldn't call it courting because courting is when you're narrowing it down. There's more exclusivity when it comes to courting. But I think if you're dating people, if you're dating different people, especially, here's a key word. If you're going to be dating multiple people, be honest about it. Let the person know, hey, we're not exclusive. I am getting to know.
But then that's not love. That's just like.
It's not love, right? So but as you're dating and you're honest about it, you're exploring your options. I think we had a conversation about that before, about exclusivity. Remember, we had a live about it. But as you're doing that, you might start developing strong feelings for both. But you have to make a decision. Don't be double timing people.
I have strong feelings for you.
And who else?
Jesus.
Better be Jesus. Let's see what the comments are saying. Anderson, you need to go to sleep. You say, what if I have a lot of love to give? What if I have a lot of love to give? And that's it says Belfum 82. I think it's more common than we think. Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
And I don't think. But
like, how are people falling in love? Though the word love is so strong.
It could happen, and I don't think they mean to be deceitful. The heart is the heart. I mean, you have to decide. You can't be double.
But why are you allowing yourself to love another person? That means you invested time.
What I'm saying in the only time what I'm referring to is in the context of where you're exploring relationships.
Honey, that's not love though. That's just like I like this one. I like this one too. It's between number 2 and number 5.
Jane said yes, but you will be in love with 2 different reasons with each person. You may have 2 love languages, and each may give you 1 out of the 2. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jane. You preaching tonight.
Jane, come on the live. Put your bonnet on.
Wait, guys. I feel like we're not really focusing on the right word here. The word love.
To be in love.
To be in love with a person.
2 people.
Like Stephanie said, it's a lot of energy. That's a lot. So to be in love with 2 people at the same time means you were cheating.
That's not cheating.
You were cheating. If you're not in a relationship per se, and now you're dating, but now not in the early stages, but if you're like, then you're still cheating. Because if I'm in love with you, that means I spent time with you enough to get to that place. And if I had to do that with another person, bro, you dibbling dabbling. I can't do it. I can't.
That one is loaded, y'all. Keep commenting. We would love to hear from you guys.
It's possible, yes, but it's wrong. How about that? Because one person is going to get hurt.
That's true.
And we don't hurt people.
Hurt people. But what if you cannot let your current relationship stop you from finding the love of your life?
So why? Nah.
I didn't say it. He did. Don't let your current relationships stop you from finding the love of your life.
If your current relationship is your marriage, is your spouse, so yes, it can.
As my wife, you're very selfish to not let me go find my girlfriend. That's not right. Let me go find my girlfriend.
Bro, y'all walking on some dangerous territory.
Oh man. Rapid fire. Let's get to the next one, guys.
This is crazy.
Good one. All right. Next question. These are some really good questions, bro. We gotta unpack them more. Okay.
Rapid fire. Let me just take 3 more.
Yeah, we're not gonna finish it. Woo!
It ain't none of his business. Should you disclose your sexual history to your partner?
Your whole facts.
Should you disclose your sexual history to your partner?
Natalie said nope.
Right. Listen, what you don't know won't hurt you.
Jane said go on until 11, guys. This is fun.
What you don't know won't hurt you. Like, because you may find out that he has 75 bodies. His body count is 75. It can change your whole perception of him. I don't want to know.
This is a good
because what happened before me doesn't matter to me.
Jane had a really good question on what you're saying. She said, what good will that do for your relationship?
Right. I cannot hold you accountable. I can't hold you accountable for what you did before you knew me. Now that you know me, now that we have a relationship, I can now hold you accountable for what happens now because we've had conversations. You know what my expectations are. But before me, you were lost until you found me. And so now, like, I really don't need to know, like, because it could ruin everything. It could ruin everything.
I think the question I would have is, what if the conversation comes up, right? But the amount of partners
is left
is a lot.
That's why you don't.
But let's say if we're talking about, okay, how many people we've been with, and let's say, for example, as a woman, I'm not female shaming, guys, but I think society put a standard about how many as a woman, you've been with 3 guys, you're a hoe. As a dude, you've been with 10 chicks, you're the man, right? So there's that double standard, right? So as a woman or as a man, would you downplay the number to your partner if the conversation come up? Would you downplay the number? And why would you feel if later down the line they find out the number isn't what you told them, or you could have just been honest about it in the first place, right?
I think you should disclose if you've had any sexual experiences in the past. Yes, I think that's definitely something that should be disclosed. However, as far as the details are concerned, I think I believe it should be held between you and God.
See, I don't want to send these emojis, right? Jane said if he or she was, I think that's a flip emoji. I don't think he needs to know because he would definitely eat at him forever. Men are way too sensitive. But Kaboom made a really good point. I would want to know because I don't want to be walking down the streets and people are laughing. Like your chick's been with like mad niggas.
But I think you would know if your chick was with mad dudes because that's how you noticed her. She was a chick around the way. So if you went and you got with her, you can't be surprised that you found out that she was with Boo Boo and Pam Pam and Junebug and all of them, right? Wow. So I feel
that's
like
not racist at all. Those names you just mentioned just now wasn't racist at all.
Where you meet the person, how you met the person, also plays a part. You will know if your person has been promiscuous or not.
Oh, whoa. That took a left turn. Camille said, obviously I'm taken, but my single friends don't ask about how many bodies, but they ask if they are bisexual.
Oh, wow. Listen.
We're living in a crazy world right now, man.
Listen.
We're living in a crazy world
and that's a very valid question to be asking about in your sexual history. Have you ever been with a man?
Man.
And I don't want to know that. Oh,
that's Jesus. Just the time that we are living in.
I don't want to know, but then I do need to know.
Like, have you ever been a power bottom?
Are you look?
Hashtag no Diddy. Hashtag no TV.
No, stop it. I don't need you looking at my brother. Why you always want to be around my boy cousins?
Yeah, Ann got mad when we went to New Orleans, right? When you went to New Orleans, you're walking in the mall, and all these dudes were looking our way, and she was mad to realize they were not looking at her.
I wasn't mad. I was just taken aback. I was like, hold up. There are mad dudes here, but none of them are checking me out, bro. They checking you out. They were checking Urban's out. Like, Urban's got a cute butt.
And stop. And.
You too.
Oh my God.
And he on these shorts. So like.
You're already emasculating me.
I was like, okay, yeah, he look good, right?
That's not even funny, bro.
They were checking homeboy out.
That's not even funny.
So what Camille said is very like key, like because nowadays you got people experimenting and doing this and that and the third. So
Kaboom said you only want to know because you want to be able to make a conscious decision. Shirley said I do need to know that I am the type of person that actually asks.
Yeah, but like it's okay. If I guess it depends on the person. If it's not going to change your perception of the person, go ahead and do you. But if you have a good thing, like if you guys are really doing well together, and like you could see this person in your life, why invite negativity like that?
we might need to do a part 2 of rapid fire, man. People, we're gonna do 2 more questions, guys. It's getting late.
2 more, and we gotta go.
Yeah, Jay, we're not staying until 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
She said, "Yo, that happened to me and Verm at a church. We were single at the time, and we knew we looked good. And these guys were definitely checking for the musicians." Or maybe y'all didn't look as good as y'all thought y'all looked.
Oh.
How about damn apples, huh, Jane?
She said they weren't looking at us.
They were looking at the musicians. Wow, that's wild. That's crazy.
It happens.
All right, you ready? Just 2 more, y'all. Just two more. I like this. This was fun.
It was fun.
Okay. The Lord be giving me some great ideas for this live.
Choir events.
Ready? And
Rapid fire.
I like this question.
Should you change who you are for your partner? If you was a thought,
That one. That one is kind of loaded though.
if you were a thought, girl, you need to change for that man of God.
Be his thought.
Right? If he's a man of God, he only no thought on his arms.
You be his
Look
thought.
at should you change for you? I think if now if you're okay, so this is what I want to say.
I got a strong never.
Okay.
Kat, I'm surprised you didn't put like mad exclamation points. She's like,
This
never.
is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. If your partner has an issue with you and you know it's something on your part that's a negative trait or characteristic,
Okay, that's where you're going.
but your pride is telling you no, ain't nobody gonna change me, I think in that case you should change. But if your partner is trying to change who you are to accommodate them, heck to the no. So I think it depends on why you're being asked to change or why there's a necessity to change. That's my take.
I think it might be circumstantial because technically speaking, we're supposed to, in a relationship, we're supposed to better each other, right? We're supposed to better each other, help each other to grow.
I'll make you better.
You do make me better.
Look at me in my eyes and tell me.
You make me better. I make you better?
You rolled your eyes. You
Oh
just,
no, that's something in my eye.
it just invalidated everything.
I just had something in
bro.
my eye. I think it's circumstantial, and I think there's a lot of ambiguity with that particular term. Should you change who you are for your partner? So it's I think it's circumstantial. What do you guys think? So if you're a jerk or an a-hole, or if your partner is a jerk or a-hole, I'm sure you want them to be a better partner to you, a better person.
But it's the way you say it too.
Yeah.
You don't try to make them change. You kind of work with them on changing, help them change. That's another conversation.
Yeah.
How you could do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if there are negative characteristics that you have, still get mauvais défaut la caillou, right?
How do you translate that?
If you have bad
habits.
defos in your
Defos.
if you
Not
have bad
defos.
habits and stuff at your house, like in your house,
Oh
in
my
your life,
Bad habits.
you need to change. Like,
Yeah.
people need to stop being so confident in negativity. Don't be so confident in your bad characteristics.
Yeah.
That's me. It's always going to be me. Can't nobody change me. No.
That's why I think it depends on the situation and what it is. Because like Jane's example, she said, if it's changeable, yes. If I dress in short dresses, booty shorts, and is not happy with that, then no problem, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jane, you should have been on tonight. You should have been
For
our third host tonight. You were on tonight.
Oh, Kat, this is really good. Kathleen says, I interpreted the question as who we are in core values.
Mm.
This is good. We had a live about that before. Change it. Core value. That question triggered me because I find that women are taught to bend and hide their personalities for partnerships. Yeah, so I see where you're coming from. That core values versus physical. What about the physical? Like when it comes to weight, like changing your physique.
You found me like this.
Right?
No, yeah, like if anyone weight shames you, weight shames, right? Body shames you. You need to speak up for yourself. Do you hear me? You never allow your partner to bully you.
But then again, there's a concern for health.
Like how you say it.
Yeah. So should you change for who? change who you are for your partner. I think a combination of it will be circumstantial, and also what Kathleen is referring to in terms of who you are and what your core values
Yeah.
are. But then again, even then, it's important that you have the same value, because somebody might have Christian values and the other one might have different type of values. So
And you don't get together.
yeah, so even then, even then, it's worth exploring. So that's actually another good one, guys.
Last question.
Here's the last question. We could be here all night, but we don't want to be here all night because we want to make sure this is a really good one. We might do a round 2 of rapid fire. So we'll find some more questions to do this another time.
All right, last one, and it is.
Here we go. Present. Share the screen. Go to it.
So,
Yeah.
rapid fire.
Last question. Please be a good one. Is it ethical to have a romantic relationship with a coworker? Is it ethical to have a romantic relationship with a coworker? Can we do another one? That was kind of corny.
Okay.
Let's do another one. I think it might be a little bit more juicy. Somebody say rapid fire. Let's do another one, y'all. I think
last one.
We're gonna go out with a bang.
Rapid
Jason, next question.
fire.
Wait, it's not shared, is it? Oh yeah, it is shared. Yeah. Okay.
Who guys? Who used to do this? Ooh. Don't say it, babe.
I don't know.
You don't know? If you guys were born in the 80s, then you should know this one. Whenever she was in trouble, she was like, ooh.
I know what that is.
Somebody tell us in the comments.
If you were born, that show was older than the 80s.
Yeah, but if you were born in the 80s, you were able to watch it. Somebody say in the comments. Go to the comment section.
This is a rapid fire question right there.
What's that? No, not from 227. Go to comments.
Not Amen either.
Y'all don't know it?
We are in comments.
She said, ooh.
The question is on the bottom, Cheryl.
Who is it?
Lucy.
Lucy, guys, from I Love Lucy.
Sandra, who's Sandra? Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. She would have said something like that, but it was actually Lucy.
And you know, used to do it to Jackie from Sister.
Yes. That's the same one from 227.
Oh, okay. So
the same character.
Yeah. So the question is, should you tell your partner if you cheat on them?
I ain't telling you nothing.
It's a tough
Should
one.
you? Now, this is what I would say. If you're a believer,
you shouldn't be cheating.
No, because we know believers cheat. If you're a believer and it's weighing heavily on your conscience, you're convicted to the point where you can't eat, you can't sleep. It's just it's too much.
That's not just a believer. That's people.
Okay. I say yes. You should tell them.
She said, "Cheryl, say, wow, what a question." Samba Connoisseur said yes.
Okay, I say yes if it's weighing really heavy. If you have no bad feelings about it, you need to get out of the relationship.
Jay says, I'm gonna just let him find out when he finds out. But I think most of the time that's what happened. Majority of time when it comes to
people get caught. They don't say anything.
I really wonder what is the ratio of people who does what you did. It's just weighing heavy on my heart.
And I wonder if it's if those who tell before finding out, if they're counted as being faithful. You know what I'm saying? And they get credit from their partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, babe, I appreciate that you told me that you didn't lie to me about it. And so now I'm gonna forgive you faster or forgive you more. Like, what's done in the dark will always come to light. So if you don't tell your partner, he or she will find out either way. So pick your poison. Whoosh.
Somebody roll that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So pick your poison.
And on IG, the people are saying that's a tough one. Wait. On Instagram, it's saying, as a woman, honestly, just know if you tell your man, he will never let it go.
That's that part,
When he
Shirley.
say he forgive you,
That part.
he will never let it go.
Women, I feel like women are easier or more prone to letting it go than men are.
That's sexist.
And no, it's not sexist. You proved it earlier in our live when I said if when we had that conversation, you don't know if you would forgive me.
Because I don't know. Don't mean I'm not going.
I'm telling you, I would.
Hmm.
I can't tell you I would because you're gonna go out there and try to be a sneaky link and think they come in and try to test the theory. What I'm telling you, I'm more willing to work on.
That's
it.
what I would say too. Like you told me,
you said you forgive me.
Let's do this case study.
No, but like men, they're so they hold grudges. Like, why you guys like that?
Kaboom say, hell no, take it to the grave. Jane say, men are unforgivable. People, unforgivable people. Women will take you back quicker than the guy.
Listen.
Women are more forgiving than men. The fact is true, everybody. You're gonna always want to bring it up. Trust you will. Men can be so hypocritical. I don't know, man. Just don't. Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat anyway. That's a big one, guys. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to leave on. We have to go. We do more rapid fire another round.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed this one. We're gonna unpack some of these questions more in our actual content videos. So be on the lookout for that. And so right before we let you guys go, we do have a special announcement that we do want to make. We want to take this thing to a deeper level, where we actually are planning to host. Where is the thing? That's the first one. Right? So we actually want to take this to a deeper level, guys. So
that's the question.
We want you all to join us on
Somebody
Wednesday,
say July 3rd.
July 3rd, in a few weeks from now. We actually are not gonna be live. We're actually gonna do a webinar. It's gonna be Zoom style. You'll be able to be on with us. You don't have to turn on your camera. We'll be able to go to do a webinar on expectations in relationships. Expectations in relationships. A free webinar, but you must register. The registration link is there, www.bit.ly/.
There's 3 W's. I can't stand when people only say the 2 W's.
This is why you made me stop for.
So, yeah. Can I say it? www. I can't believe say www. No, it's 2. It's 3. www.bit.ly/L T webinar 1.
And the reason it's 1 because we're gonna have multiple. This is the first one of many. So we're gonna be discussing ways to improve your current relationship or marriage, how to prepare for your future relationship, how to understand relationships dynamics, how to start your marriage on the right foot, how to rekindle your connection, and so much more. It's gonna be a great 1-hour impact session with just you and us. You're going to be on the screen with us. We'll be able to talk to you guys, be able to give your feedback, build each other up. It's going to be amazing. We are super excited.
And it's for married and unmarried alike. So have your single friends sign up.
Yeah.
Married people sign up.
Yeah.
We want all of you
and
there.
Even if you're married, your spouse cannot come on. You can still come on by yourself. So make sure you register. You're going to put the flyer out. You could scan the QR code. It's case sensitive, y'all. So if you're gonna register, make sure you are putting the capital L, capital T, capital W. So it's bit.ly/LT webinar, Love Talks Webinar 1, and register. Then you'll be able to get the link that way. We're not gonna put the link out because we still want it to be intimate, so the link will not be posted on social media. You are only gonna get it after you register. Okay, so July 3rd. 2024 is going to be a dope time. We are super excited. Expectations in relationships. It's a free virtual webinar. Make sure you register, invite it to some people, and share the flyer with some people, and pull up on us on that date. And the only difference is we will be starting on that date at 8 p.m. It will not be streamed. So you have to make sure you register to join us. It's going to be a great time. A great time will be had by all. We appreciate your guys' support as always. Jane said, I like this, Jane. She said we should do rapid fire every first Wednesday of the month.
Oh, I like that.
I love that. That's a great. Jane, I need you to join my production team. I'm serious. I'm trying to build a production team to help us produce this thing. So
That's nice.
I like that idea. So rapid fire every first Wednesday of the month.
Is it the first Wednesday?
Today's not the first Wednesday, but but it's still a good idea nonetheless. I love it. That's why we're talking about, guys. Keep sending those great ideas to us. So register for the webinar. Don't forget to visit our website, guys, and join our mailing list. gcventures.org. This is where you get to find out about Love Talks. My hosting thing that I do. I am a wedding officiant and wedding host or event host, period. It's the wedding season. Refer your boy, refer people to our website. They could see my packages and what I offer in terms of wedding officiating.
He's the GOAT, y'all.
I'm the GOAT. So this is our Garcon Collective Ventures is the parent company of all things Garcon related. And this is Ghost Garcon hosting and officiating services. Holla at your boy. All these things are on our website. Missy over here got a new logo for her music and Garcon Music. So
Rapid fire.
I don't know how that's not relevant. And of course,
I was singing, bro.
And of course, Love Talks. All those things are on the website. Don't forget to get my booze devotional on ngarcon.com.
It's also on Amazon.
It's all, yeah, but that's also connected to Garcon. It's connected to Garcon GC Ventures website.
Yes.
Everything you need is on GC Ventures. And don't forget to visit our merch store, also on GC Ventures. You see all these dope things that we got right now. This is the trucker cap. Sis is wearing the bucket hat. She got the shirt on. So support us, y'all. We are really going full-fledged with this thing. So your support is appreciated, right? Again, we are looking forward for a webinar in a couple of weeks. But we will see you guys again in our next live. Until then, deuces. Rapid fire!
Bye, y'all.
Good night.